This video was sponsored by Enhance, Elbilmek, a better road planner, Kempower and bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? Today we're sitting in the MGS5. This has the 64 kilowatt hour battery, just like in the MG4, but it seems to have a slightly different curve than the MG4. So I'm going to test now how fast or slow is it charging. So we're going to be comparing against Ariya and Torres EVX because those are the similar price cars I found. I haven't tested Elbilmek yet. Eventually the 59 kilowatt hour or the 62 kilowatt hour Elbilmek should be a good competitor, right? But eventually we're going to test it in that car once we test it. Okay, let's roll the tape here. You see that the MGS5 hits 135 kilowatt in the beginning, just like MG4. Actually, the voltage is a bit low, but there, right there, roughly. And then Torres has this flat curve. It's actually LFP, yeah, the only LFP in this comparison. And then Ariya hits this 115 kilowatt in the beginning, but then you'll see that Ariya has this weird, well, actually many times when I charge the Ariya only hits 90 kilowatt, but at least now we get the 116 kilowatt. Okay, back to the MGS5. As the voltage goes up, then the power also goes up. Seems like current is capped at around 350 amps, something similar to the MG4. But eventually you see that the MG4 and the MGS5, they are slightly different. But back to the Torres, nothing weird going on there, just flat 119 kilowatt. And then which car is leading right now? Actually, the MG4 is leading. It has slightly less net capacity than the MGS5. Maybe that's the reason. And then, but then MGS5 is on the second, and then Ariya is actually on the third. Wow, and then Torres is on the fourth. Wow, okay. But yes, now we hit almost 140 kilowatt on the MGS5. Very nice and flat charging curve, but there, it throttled at 47-ish%. But you see that the MG4 will actually throttle later than the MGS5. Okay, that's great, right? Yeah, but also, okay, even though it throttles the MGS5, it still has okay curve, 117 kilowatt. It's still nice and decent, faster than Ariya, right? And then, well, Torres hits 120 kilowatt. Seems the voltage went up a little bit, and then now it's starting even faster than before. But the MG4 still has a nice lead now, 63%. But then, yeah, MGS5 is right behind with 61%. But now, eventually, it goes kind of slow-ish. But, you know, this is not that big battery, so still decent speed at around 65%, right, on the MGs. But then the Torres started throttling slightly, but also nice and flat curve on the Torres. What about the Ariya? Well, okay, we didn't get that 90 kilowatt flat curve on the Ariya because then it needs to go 90 kilowatt from the beginning. You know, like I said, it's a big mystery. But yeah, the Ariya recording is kind of old. You see that this is all charging screen on the Ioniq screen. Actually, this is the tritium chargers, yeah. But okay, back to MG4, still in the lead, but starting kind of slow-ish, 160 kilowatt. I think that's still decent. MGS5 is right behind, still also around 60 kilowatt. Torres, man, look at that, huh? Nice and flat curve, 83 kilowatt, still at 70%. Whoa, okay, great. And then Ariya, well, it's still on the last place here with 7. No, actually, no, I forgot. No, Ariya is not on the last. Torres on the last. Okay, my bad. But MG4 just hit 80%. Wow, awesome, man. Chinese tech, yeah. Is MG4 gonna go to win to 90% also? Well, we'll see. Because now it seems that the Torres is gaining fast. It's taking so fast speeds now compared to the other. No, actually, no, it's now it starts throttling. Wait, what the heck happened to Ariya? Ariya actually is about to overtake MGS5. Whoa, what the heck, man? Wow, that was unexpected, huh? Caught with the pants down. Yeah, so MG4 might be fast to 70 or 60%, but when you want to go for 80-90%, maybe some of the other cars are getting faster. Wait, what the heck is going on now? Ariya has this super flat curve now. It's about to hit past MG4. MG4 is in the lead. It's about to hit 90%, but Ariya is right behind. Which car is going to hit 90% first? But both of the 89%. What the heck is going on? This is so exciting. Can't wait. Oh, Ariya hit 90% right before MG4. Wow. Yeah, Japanese tech for the win. Okay. Wow, Torres speed just plummeted past 80%. I didn't notice that. Okay, but wait, Ariya is going to go for the double win now to 100% first also before the other can even hit 90% like the Torres. Whoa, I did not expect this from Ariya. I was thinking, you know, Ariya is charging so slow, only 115 kilowatt. Well, you see what happened then by the end of the day. Ariya, man, the Japanese, you know, the Nissan, they know a thing or two about making EVs. Yeah, but yeah, Ariya is actually, but it hit 100%. Wow, this is amazing. It's simply amazing compared to the other cars. MGS5 just hit 90% now. Torres hasn't even hit 90%. Ariya's about to hit 100%. MG4 goes so slow now towards the end, but well, mind you that the MG4 and the MGS5 the state of charge scales, they are non-linear, so it becomes quite energy dense at the top. So not only are they charging at lower speed, but also the kilowatt hour per percent is more. But yeah, Torres is about to hit 90%. Wow, this is like watching paint dry, right? How long have been charging? You can see on the top of the screen there, on the Ioniq screen, 49 minutes. Yeah, actually two Ioniq screens shows the time there. So the MGS5 actually has the highest speed in the beginning until it dropped, and then it dropped below the MG4. Yeah, so this is why the MG4 won over the MGS5. Also on the MG4 I measured around 62 something kilowatt hour, whereas the MGS5 has 64 kilowatt hour. Yeah, but then Torres has this zigzag. Okay, I mean okay-ish speed, right? But Ariya, man, it just has this nice and flat curve. And then because it has this flatness towards the end, it actually won the battle. But by the end of the day, we also had to look at which car does 1,000 kilometer challenge the fastest. And here we have it. The MG4 did it in 10 hours and 10 minutes. This was done 2 years ago. That was the fastest. The MG5 was second fastest. Still very impressive for that car, for that it's bulky car, and also somewhat cold weather. 1020, very impressive speed. And then if we want to find the other cars, we have to scroll down. There, KGM Torres 1045, also quite decent time for an even bigger car than the others. This was tested last year. It was kind of high-ish consumption, but also nice and warm. But then the last in this comparison was Ariya, 63 kilowatt hours. So even though it won the battle to 90% to 100%, we don't charge to 90 or 100% at 1,000 kilometer challenge. That takes too long. But also during the 1,000 kilometer challenge, it didn't get this nice and flat curve. I mean, it didn't get the 115 kilowatt curve. It was then limited to 90 kilowatt only. So that's why it was the slowest. So you see, a charging test or range test might say one thing, but the 1,000 kilometer challenge combines everything with all the issues. It might get the non-consistent charging curve. Like MG4, they're just consistent every time, bam, 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 just like many of the German cars, except for BMW. But some cars, they might rapid gate, they might get some throttling or other weird things, or they might be thirsty. So, yeah. But anyway, now you guys have seen it, how good the MGS5 is. This is one impressive machinery. Yeah, especially because it cost only 350k with all the equipment. So that's going to be for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.